Let's move on here to the running backs here. And obviously, you've got two running backs
Mm-hmm.
in daily fantasy. You get to pick two. So let's go with who you think. Is Jay Ajayi? Last time he played against the Steelers, he ran for 204 yards. Can you expect that or anything close to that the second time around, especially in Pittsburgh in a playoff game?
Totally different scenario with this game being in Pittsburgh and the Steelers favored by 10. Ajayi's a consideration. He's averaged 4.9 yards per carry this season. And the best theory with the underdog teams and stacking their running backs is that they're going to be ground-heavy offenses for this week, trying to keep the game close. So that 200-yard game makes him a little more interesting. But ultimately, Ajayi is a little bit too expensive for me. I want to have more quality receivers. I'm interested in Lamar Miller. He's $700 cheaper than Jay Ajayi this week. I think the Houston-Oakland matchup is a lot less lopsided. The Vegas line certainly reflects that. And coming off of a 2-week layoff, I think that ankle may finally be at least somewhat healthy for Miller as well. And Latavius Murray at $5,000 is crazy cheap. He might be very chalky and heavily owned at that price. But you have to think Latavius Murray gets a minimum of 15 touches and maybe as many as 20 or even 25 when you account for the receptions with Connor Cook getting the start at quarterback.
Why do you think he's so cheap, Derek?
I don't know. Maybe it's the inconsistency throughout the regular season. If I were setting the prices, I think Latavius Murray would cost probably $6,500 at least. So I like getting that nice bargain on a player that's got the guaranteed workload.
What about Ty Montgomery? How do you feel about him?
I like Montgomery because the Packers find a lot of different ways to use him. But I, as a Packer fan, as someone that watches this team every week, didn't see the Aaron Ripkowski role change coming last week. So I'm a little skittish about the Green Bay backfield in general, just because Mike McCarthy has turned into Sean Payton as far as being really deceptive with his game plan on a week-to-week basis.